What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. Grab your coffees. I'm going to drink some of mine. Listen, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today, and this is going to be a bit of a different video, not something that I've probably done before, but I wanted to say a couple things about my channel, really give a big thank you to you guys in a second here. But I want to also talk about some comments that have been sort of levied towards me more recently because of the tier set video that I did for the Melee tier set video. We'll talk about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about accountability, both for me and for you guys, and also just about the community at large. And I really do want to talk about that in particular because it's exciting to me and also something that I think we can really screw up if we're not careful. So I am going to throw some footage in the background here. I'll just throw that up now so that we've got something to watch. You don't have to stare at my ugly mug the entire time. So the first thing that I really do want to talk about is a thank you to all of you guys. I really do want to say thank you. My YouTube channel's recently gotten over 4K subs. I'm at like 4.32 or something, so 4,320 people. It's just been exploding this last month. It's been so amazing, the growth, both on YouTube and in the Discord. I've got an extra 150 people in Discord now, more than I had before. We're almost past 300 members. I think we are now past 300 members on Discord. The Twitch streams have been going well. We've gotten almost 20-25 people per night, which is like insane. Like I remember when I used to have like 2 people per night, and I was like, this is crazy. I have people watching me. So we're up to like 25 people on Twitch now, kind of consistently watching each night, even though I can't give you guys the amount of streaming that I would like to because I've still got my other full-time job, right? But I'm just so thankful. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you for watching the YouTube videos in particular, and just pushing me over this last month, giving me a huge amount of views, so much watch time from you guys on YouTube, and I just really, really appreciate it. This is my favorite thing that I get to do every single day. Every single day, I have to go to work and do other things in my life, but this is my favorite thing that I get to do. Sitting down, talking to you guys on the camera, letting you know what I think about a particular build, exploring new classes together, trying this range DPS stuff that I've been trying recently and failing really miserably at it. I just love doing it with you guys. I think it's the funnest thing that I get to do on a daily basis, and it's all just because you guys are here and because you're watching. So my absolute heartfelt thank you. You know, I hope that we can continue this. I want this to keep pushing, to keep going. I do want this to become my full-time job, and I'm just going to keep pushing until we get there. So much love from you guys, and I just want to thank you so much for that. So one thing that is interesting, though, is that with all the love in the community around this game, there's also so much passion. And I know you guys know this, but holy crap. You guys are so passionate about this game, as am I, and often what that means in the comment section of videos is that sometimes you guys will have big criticisms for me on things that I've done. And I want to make sure it's clear, crystal clear from the get-go, that I am not immune to any criticism, and I don't want to be. I am more than happy for you guys to give your criticisms to me when we're talking about this game, and I will give them right back as well. But this is a give and take. This is a conversation. I want to have a conversation with you guys in the YouTube comments, on the Discords, wherever it might be. I want this to be a community event where we're talking about what we love about this game and also where we think we can improve. And one thing that's been kind of tough lately, in particular for me, has been some of the comments that have come through that have been basically just complete, you know, inflammatory in nature. That they're just, some people have commented that things that are just like basically telling me to shut up, telling me to stop making videos, all those kinds of things. And this isn't new. This has happened in the past, but it has happened a little bit more frequently. And again, I want to say that you guys are entitled to your opinions, but I want to be clear that I don't think that these kinds of comments are actually helpful. I don't think it's helpful for me to flame any of you and for any of you guys to flame me. And again, it's not because I'm like, oh, I don't want you to like criticize me. That's not it at all. I'm fine with you guys criticizing me. I'm fine with you guys having strong opinions about things that I'm showing you in this video, and for you to say, hey, Zuko, I think you're doing something wrong here. But there's a way to do it that is constructive and helpful and builds the community up, and there's a way to do it that is like detrimental and drags the community down. And I want it to be that first one. I always want us to be in a place where feel free and you're allowed to give me criticism, but I just want it to be done in a way that's constructive. So it's, you know, something more along the lines of like, hey, Zuko, I think you forgot to put your poisons on when you're running your assassination rogue dungeon. it's like a major part of how Assassination Rogue works in terms of their energy regeneration. They're basically useless without their poisons being out on enemies. And hey, here's some easy and reliable ways to apply poisons in an AoE rotation, you know, with like fan of knives or something. That is a constructive thing that you're telling me that I'm never going to give you a hard time about. I'm going to be like, oh shit, I totally forgot to put my poisons on. And I didn't think, in particular with the Assassination Rogue video, I really didn't think I had forgot to put my poisons on, but clearly I did. That is a way to do it. That is helpful to me. It's helpful to the rest of the community, to people who are like, man, I was just watching Zuko's video for his melee DPS tier, and Assassination Rogue is looking really bad. I wonder why. Like, I thought Assassination Rogue was good, and now you'll understand why I was bad in my video, and I can strive to fix that problem. If you just come out and say, hey, I realized you didn't have the poisons on, you're an idiot, I'm not watching your video anymore, that's just not helpful. Yeah, it hurts me a little bit, but I don't actually care about that at all. It's a little bit rude. Don't care at all. What I care about is that it doesn't help the community. It doesn't help anybody else understand why Assassination Rogue wasn't performing very well in the video. And again, this is just one example, but it's easier to put this in an example so you guys actually understand what I'm talking about. I'm not going to show any comments here today. This is not the point. I'm not going to like come out and flame people who were flaming me. I just want to say that moving forward, I feel like I'm accountable to you guys for making good content that is accurate, and I want you guys to also be accountable to yourselves and accountable to me to not just flame me whenever you feel like it, but to give me constructive feedback, constructive criticism. That is the stuff that matters. Somebody was saying on another video about my Ellie Shaman, that I didn't have a macro for my Earthquake, and that it's way, way better to have a macro for the Earthquake. And he like fully explained why it was better to have a macro. And I was like, yeah, that's totally right. I don't know why I didn't have one. I just probably haven't played with one in a while. That is the kind of feedback that I want you guys to give me. And I'm holding you accountable to that. That's what I want to say. I want you to hold me accountable to getting these, you know, these guides and these different, videos that I do. I need to get those right, and I'm accountable for getting those right. And I want you guys to be accountable for like treating me with respect as well, and I will treat you with respect, because ultimately I want to build a big community here, whether it's on Discord, on Twitch, on YouTube. You know, I'm going to do my best to make all these platforms as available to everybody as I can, and to do the best job that I can to continue all of the conversations that we're having on all these different platforms. But I just want them to be done with respect. And I think if we can do that, if we can manage that, this will be a wonderful place for all of us to like thrive, and for the WoW community as a whole to thrive, because it doesn't really have the best reputation, the WoW community. And I just think we can make it better by all of us banding together and making that commitment to be like, listen, I'm going to criticize you, but I'm going to do it in a way that is showing respect and that doesn't just completely flame you. So that was the big thing that I just wanted to post today. I just wanted to make sure I said that to you guys, that I really do appreciate all the feedback that you give. I really do read every single comment that you guys write to me. And maybe one day I won't be able to read all of them. But for now, I'm committed to saying that I'm going to read your comments and I'm going to listen to what you're saying. And if it's something that I don't think is correct, I'm going to fight back a little bit. We're going to have maybe a tit for tat. I'm going to argue back and forth with you. And I am down to do that. Don't ever be discouraged by that. I always want you guys to give your feedback. But sometimes I'm going to get in the ring with you and I'm going to throw a couple of punches, and you're free to throw them back. Again, it's always with respect. And if it's done with that layer of respect, then it feels good. And we both feel like we might have learned something in the end. So with all that being said, honing in a little bit more on those examples I was talking about, Assassination Rogue and Outlaw Rogue were a couple of the classes that I definitely didn't get right, I don't think, on my melee DPS tier list. The rankings on the tier list, not tier set. And so I am going to be reviewing those based on the comments that you guys had on my YouTube videos, based on the fact that I forgot to put poisons on and my UI wasn't working for pistol shot, so I wasn't really getting maximum value out of pistol shot for Outlaw Rogue. I'm going to be reviewing that, and I'm going to do a video. The next video I do, actually, after today, will be about those two specs in particular, and I'm going to change my ranking. Also, for Unholy DK, I'm going to make sure that it's in the A tier, as I sort of did at the end of my video, because I do think it's very, very good. And I'm going to review Unholy DK as well, and it might even move up a little bit. But I'm going to be reviewing those based on your comments, and I thank you so much for the feedback. This is what we want, and this is going to actually change my opinion a little bit, because I did run the rogues through more dungeons, and I got more gameplay footage to show you to make sure that I checked that, when I had my poisons on, when I was using pistol shot correctly, to see how the damage kind of panned out and to see how much better it was versus the first time around. So I'm going to review all that, and I'm going to do another video on those. And again, I just want to emphasize that this is based on the feedback that you guys gave me. So thank you. Thank you for that feedback. Even though some of you guys were a little bit nasty in the comments, I want to try and clean some of that stuff up. If you want to give me feedback about something, just be nice about it. Be respectful. I'll be respectful to you. Let's build the community that we want to spend our time in. We're all spending $15 a month to play this game in our off time. This is what we do, and this is the community that we're choosing to spend our time in. Let's make it a great place to be. That's what I want, and I hope that's what you guys want too. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Obviously, this is the conversation I want to be having. This is the conversation that I think we should all be having together. And please let me know what you think about this kind of stuff. I want this channel, both my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, my Discord, I want this to be a place where we all feel like we can get together and we can enjoy this game and bounce ideas off of each other, have some criticisms, learn from each other, and grow and get better as a community. That's what I want. And I'm really, really hoping that you guys want that too. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I love you all. I will see you in the next one.